feel that you are a student who's completely been avoided by a class group, or do you feel that you are a student while generally when you present something in the class you get completely nervous that you're not able to tell what you've prepared for? Or do you are a student who prepares every set of one by one line set of your entire script before your entire presentation and still get nervous? If you are that kind of person among these category, then this video is for you. Today's video, I'm going to discuss about the important traits of your public speaking as well as how you can improve on your communication skills. See, at some extent, watching movies, reading newspapers, reading books, that cannot effectively improve on your communication. But there are certain important traits which you need to apply in your life to bring the better version, to upscale yourself in terms of communication. Yeah, it could be in terms of you're applying for any kind of internships, or if you're going for placements, or if you want to start your own business. Being students, it is one of the most important trait for you to learn the art of communication skills. And from where will you learn it? The answer is very simple. You will be able to learn it through your college life itself, and if you're able to mold it very properly in your college life, trust me, you're going to upscale yourself into the greater sheds of life. Now, starting with how you can improve on your communication skills. Very simple and important trait which you need to understand is about, see, if you want to master any kind of communication, if you observe the successful people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Barack Obama, Hitler, Mussolini knew how to capture their audience, and that is how it is to the art of their public speaking. Now, if you want to actually capture your friends group, if you want to create a very good influence, then yes, public speaking is very important. Now, the first important tip which I want to share with you is that show genuine interest in others. You know, we all are like that. We all have that tend to talk about ourselves in front of other people, you know. So to influence people and make them like you, it is important to show some genuine interest in them. See, when you meet a new person, ask them questions about their story, about their challenges, and how they are basically overcoming it. Remember their names and use it in a conversation. For example, you're talking towards me and try using my name again and again. So when you're using my name, subconsciously you're making me to be a little more alert enough and give a little more focus in terms of our communication. Now, the second important tip is example of meeting new people every day in college. So when I was in college, I used to take up this challenge of meeting every day one new person. So when I take up the challenge, you know, I was able to see myself, me being progressive on a very large scale. Why? Because the more number of time I meet new person and the more number of time we discuss, I can basically learn from each person different kind of skill set. Yeah. So in college, it's important for you to decide to meet new person every day and start to have a conversation with them. It could be any kind of blanket conversation. When you're having a conversation, you're gradually improving on your communication skills. Now, the third important tip which I want to share with you is about be a very good active listening. See, normally I've observed when we are having this conversation, some people keep on, when one person is speaking, we interrupt. That's not good beyond a point of time. So if you want to become a good speaker, you should become a good listener. So make sure that you show some genuine interest of listening to another person. The fourth important tip is talk very slowly but with very conviction. That's very important. Do not rush up or speed up your entire process of speaking. Go in a very slow pace or go in a very calming pace, but make sure that you are having that conviction of what? Talking in a very calm, very slow voice, and not that slow, but yeah, genuine slow, so that an other person will understand and that will go deep into the roots of an other person's mind. The fifth important tip is smile often and maintain an eye contact. So if you observe any great personalities, you know, the person who have this smiling face, people remember a lot. So normally when people actually, I have observed from me that, you know, normally when I smile and go, they really appreciate it. They tell that, okay, Pawan, you always smile. They'll be happy enough to reach out to you. So I've learned that art and skill. The more number of time you smile, people will be always respecting towards you and maintain that eye contact. Eye to eye, you know, I remember one of my cousins, you know, normally when he speaks, he looks down, he looks right, left. I used to scold him. I used to tell him, bro, look into eye to eye. That is how you try to build your confidence. The seventh important tip is listen without judging. That's very important. Yeah. So normally when any person is telling out their particular grief towards you, their particular problem towards you, you listen. If you are coming up and talking towards me regarding any particular thing, you try to listen without judging. Do not give your views or your particular comments regarding it. For some people, you know, that listening itself is basically a healing. Okay, I remember this when I was in Art of Living ashram. We had an activity where we had to listen an other person's sorrows or conversation. And at that point of time, they made this beautiful activity in which we had to listen without judging a person. Now, the seventh important thing is having very important open-minded conversation. That is very important. So normally when you're talking to any person, the very important aspect is show that you are talking it with an open-minded perspective, without any kind of biases. The best leaders have the quality of not judging someone and hearing them out. That's a very beautiful skill. Now, the eighth important tip which I want to share for you is that show some genuine appreciation. See, while you're having a conversation with another person, appreciate for their efforts, appreciate them about any particular thing. So when you're talking to them, you also ask about their life history or something you're going to talk to them. Appreciate the small things. Not everything. It should not be like a fake thing, but try to naturally appreciate it so that person will feel so happy with it, and keep putting effort in your relationship. That's very important, and just try to be very honest while you're having a conversation with another person. And one bonus tip I can tell you is about when you're meeting a new person for a very first time, try to bring a small gift and give it to him. That is how you try to build up that particular kind of bond. So when you're able to buy and give a gift and all, that person will be really impressive. It should be like very impressive and all. It should be very costly, but according to your budget, minimum scale, if you're able to give, that person will feel that okay, this person have genuinely spending something for me, which is going to be really impactful. Really impactful means he really cares for me. So these are important traits you can keep in your mind while conversing with another person. I hope these techniques can literally help you in terms of building on your effective speaking of your communication skills. Do let me know in the chat box about what is your viewpoint regarding these points, and let me know your comments. That's all. Take care. Goodbye. Wish you all the best. And thank you all for showing your wonderful support. And please do like the button, share, and subscribe. Goodbye. And yes, one more thing which I want to tell you is that do let me know what kind of further videos you want me to upload on. I'll be happy enough to post the same.